When he first said that, I thought he said, "Thank God my mother didn't raise a fucking Negro." But he actually said liberal. I was like, I repeated the whole clip a bunch of times, and I thought, oh shit, media really exposed like a racist here, a Twitch racist. But nah, he said liberal, which, hey, that's how he feels. Alright. That song doesn't mean what you think it means. How do you know that what he thinks the song means? Fortunate Son. It's not like he's using the song as a military recruiting song, because that's the only way you could actually mistake the song as a anti-war reference, or should I say an anti-privilege reference, because Fortunate Son is about the poor people who go to war and the rich people who get their children out of war. So the only way you can actually mistake the song if you use the song as like a military recruiting song. That would be the most like ironic mistake of the song, and actually genuinely think that the song is about like recruiting a person for the military. That's just me.
After seeing this dude on TikTok completely miss the point of CCR's Fortunate Son and then getting a recommendation for this kind of top.
How does he miss the point? I mean, it's not like he's in military uniform pumping that song as he's in a fucking tank or whatever. It would be cool if you did like a top 10 or 20 something about misunderstood songs like Born in the USA. Of course, people are gonna say Born in the USA. People misunderstand Born in the USA. It's actually a song about struggle and how it's talking down. No shit, Sherlock. Like, of course it's a song about struggle. People listen to that song and actually feel proud that they were born in the USA and they struggled to make ends meet, and they did. I mean, come on. Like, it's not like the only way you could actually mistake like Born in the USA if you make it into like a I don't know, if a foreigner pumps that shit and then be inspired to go to America or whatever. That's how you mistake that song, at least in my mind.
Starting off with Fortunate Son by CCR, Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie, and any of these tracks that people somehow think are patriotic celebrations of the United States. I hate to break it to you, but they're not.
What makes them not a patriotic celebration of the United States? Talking about like the struggles of America, that could be patriotic. In some sense. And I'm shocked that this dude didn't bring up Yankee Doodle, a song that was made by the British to mock America, but we pretty much adopted it as like a national anthem. Like a doodle is a old term for like a stupid person. So they're saying that Yankees are stupid for breaking away from the crown, but we accepted that song and made it into like a national anthem. Also, macaroni was a type of like hairstyle in which it was like 10 feet on your head. But there's so much ironicity when it comes to like American patriot songs that I'm shocked, because I already saw this video. I'm shocked that he didn't even point out like Yankee Doodle or some shit like that.
Fortunate Son is a protest song rejecting the Vietnam War, and specifically, it's about how young, helpless Americans get thrown into senseless wars by those in power.
Oh yeah, back then they had the draft, so if you were poor, you were drafted in the military, and you were fucked. But then, Nixon actually had like the draft lottery where they just picked random people, and then it kind of like killed much of the noise.
Born in the USA is about the struggles of a working-class Vietnam veteran after they return home. This thing is oozing with sarcastic patriotism that tens of millions of people...
Yeah, I mean, what's so sarcastic about the patriotism here? He's actually referencing how many people in America struggle, and many people from the bottom class are proud of their struggles, and that's what makes their patriotism, the fact that they struggled and they survived in America, and they're proud of that. I mean, rarely are people proud from going to caviar to riches or some shit like that.
Across the country definitely don't comprehend. Woody Guthrie wrote This Land Is Your Land in 1940 after hearing God Bless America on the radio over and over again. He wanted to critique private property and economic disparity in the U.S., and that is very clear in his...
Of course, a person who was a homeless vagrant all his life wanted to critique private property in the square of the city, the shadow of the staple, near the... I see people, and I wonder if the land's still made for you and me. Oh, okay. Can live. Stop me at the highway. Oh, okay. So basically, he sees a square, and as a person from the country, he's shocked and amazed at the buildings, and he's like, "Oh man, I hate modern accessory. I hate modern buildings. Is this land still made for us?" That's what the first draft is saying to me. Like he sees a skyscraper and he's pissed off as a good old boy. I don't know how that's a critique of private property.
Original lyrics, but he took out a couple of the harder hitting verses because he was scared that Joseph McCarthy would persecute him for being a
Wait, was it Joseph McCarthy like in the 1950s? This was way back in the 1940s. Was Joseph McCarthy even elected back then? Hold on. I just looked that shit up. Joseph McCarthy was elected in 1947. This guy wrote his song in 1940. So unless Woody Guthrie is a psychic, how the hell was he afraid of Joseph McCarthy, who wasn't even a senator? I mean, in most of the 1940s, he was like a judge, but you said senator, so I know you're referencing when he was in the Senate, which was in 1947, but how could he be afraid of Joseph McCarthy in 1940 when he wasn't even in the Senate? This guy, what I'm trying to say is he doesn't do fucking research. Basically, that's it. He doesn't do fucking research. He just pulled that out of his rear. He just remembered, Joseph McCarthy, McCarthyism, it was bad. They slammed him. They hated all commies. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. Let me make sure he actually said, like, Senator Joseph McCarthy.
The U.S., and that is very clear in his original lyrics, but he took out a couple of the harder hitting verses because he was scared that Joseph McCarthy would persecute him for being a communist. You can still see Guthrie's politics in the
All right, so I guess he didn't say Senator Joseph McCarthy, but what year is he referencing? Because he became senator in 1947. So unless he's like referencing after 1947, which I know he's not, he just pulled that out of his rear. Like, you know. But hey, I guess this is what his audience accepts.